Yo, rise and grind, chat. How y'all doing? Yo, welcome back to the Fungal Jungle. It's your friendly neighborhood mushroom man. It's your boy Max Truman, and we back in the building again. Let's get it. All right, chat, man. You know what I always say? Another opportunity to be great is another opportunity to wake up. Or is it confused? Am I confused? I'm sorry. I'm tweaking this morning. It is what it is, though. Check me out, chat. This is this is going to be a chat for the ages. A stream for the ages, I mean. This was a viewer requested video, and once I did a brief summary on it, I definitely could not pass this by. So with not much further ado, I want to get into at least a breakdown of the background story of this video. And it's all going to be based off of this Rickneck Elementary School shooting. And yeah, it's going to get wicked, chat. So before we actually get in, I do want to lay down a couple trigger warnings, because yeah, this it has to do with parenting and or lack thereof, and children and firearms. So just throwing it out there, bro. I'm not going easy on the parents, because I think I have a decent understanding of what's going on, but I feel like it's my job to bring this story to the public, or at least help do that. So like I said, without much further ado, let's get right into this first video. How we gonna do this? Boom. All right, here we go. This is full coverage of the fallout of the Rickneck Elementary School shooting grand jury report. So this is basically a brief synopsis of what happened and what they said in court. So after this, we're gonna do a deep dive into the teacher who actually got struck by this bullet. Hey, Sneaky, good morning to you, girl. How you feeling? So yeah, let's get right into it, chat. Let's get right into it.
First time the former assistant principal of Rickneck Elementary School appears in court on felony child abuse charges stemming from the day a 6-year-old student shot his teacher. The special grand jury report that led to Ebony Parker's indictment is sending shockwaves through the Newport News community.
Tonight we're hearing from the city's top prosecutor, Abby Zwerner's attorneys, and Newport News Public Schools about the alleged failures leading to the tragedy. 13 News Now has team coverage on the fallout, and we start with Emily Harrison, who attended Parker's first court hearing. Emily.
Ebony Parker did not say a word as she left the Newport News courthouse. A judge told Ebony Parker that a single charge of felony child abuse carries a maximum penalty of up to 5 years. Ebony Parker faces up to 8 charges for this.
Oh, wow.
A grand jury decided on 8 charges for every bullet a 6-year-old child brought to Rickneck Elementary School on January 6th. It's a report Newport News Commonwealth attorney Howard Gwen.
So they're charging the principal with child abuse?
Calls brutally honest.
And I think anybody who read that report had the same reaction. How could this happen?
There are also several questions surrounding some missing documents. To this day, Gwen says several documents are missing from Newport News Public Schools that would have detailed the child's past behavioral problems and school history.
So he was already a troubled young youth. He was already a troubled young child, man. So for the fact that he got his hands on a firearm, brought it to school, and unloaded it is crazy.
Gwen says it's unclear if anyone tried to hide the documents.
I agree that the files are missing. Obstruction of justice, as you know, is a criminal charge that requires certain elements. And as I said, what we'll do is we'll work with the school system to try to ferret out how this happened. And based on the facts and the law, if we believe somebody else needs to be charged, then trust me when I tell you they will be charged.
So far, the only school
So trust me when I tell you.
Administrator to face charges is Ebony Parker, who could face up to 40 years if convicted.
I never thought about this as presidential. I simply think about this as us doing our jobs.
So who is Ebony Parker? They said she's the principal. Am I mistaken?
And so whether it has any precedent or not, it is not really relevant to what we do, and it has no bearing to this in the decisions we make.
Emily Harrison, 13 News Now.
Attorneys representing Abby Zwerner and her multi-million-dollar lawsuit did not mince words about the special grand jury report. They say it echoes claims that administrators disregarded multiple warnings that could have prevented this very tragedy. Sarah Hammond picks up our team coverage with more.
Attorney Diane Toscano says the grand jury spoke loudly and clearly about multiple ignored warnings, missing disciplinary records, and security failures at Rickneck Elementary School.
They said it ain't over yet. They said we have not forgotten. They said, no, Newport News school leadership, you will not escape accountability for this tragedy.
Okay.
Toscano says what the grand jury found lines up with some of the bombshell revelations her team presented during a press conference last year.
It confirmed my initial account in what they called, quote, a tragic and avoidable event.
Co-counsel Kevin Biniazin says the report shows everyone did their job that day except for the former assistant principal.
There was one person who was the aggregate of information. There is one person that stood above it all and knew and heard and should have seen everything coming.
Zwerner's legal team just got the green light to move forward with their $40 million lawsuit. And both attorneys say having this report helps them build their case.
We're going to have to prove every fact in our own case. But what a criminal case and a continued investigation does is that it provides resources to the truth.
In Newport News, Sarah Hammond, 13 News Now.
All right, so Chad, it seems like is the assistant principal, she looking to get 40-some years. She's looking to get about 40 years. And apparently she knew about it. I guess she was informed somehow, and they're pinning this whole like breach of security all on her, and I'm not completely sure how it's all her fault yet, though. So bear with me. We're gonna keep digging in. All right.
The grand jury report dives into troubling security issues at Rickneck Elementary School. Now Newport News Public Schools administrators say the division made several safety upgrades since the shooting. Marta Berglund joins us in the studio with more on the security concerns and the changes.
Well, Virginia law requires schools to have at least one lockdown drill within the first 20 days of each school session. The grand jury report says they found no documentation of any lockdown drills at Rickneck for that school year. The report also says some classroom emergency buttons didn't work, some teachers didn't have walkie-talkies or a consistent way to communicate with the front office, and the front door buzzer had been broken for weeks. The grand jury writes if parents picked up their children early, they had to pound on the office door to get the attention of a staff member. Also, there was no system in place to make sure people who walked into the school had a legitimate reason to be there.
All right, so what does that have to do? Okay. Yeah, y'all just explain how bad the security truly is at this school, which is like a weird flex. But all right, let's keep digging, Chad.
Michael D'Angelo is a retired police captain and now works as a security consultant. He says division leaders should be planning ahead.
It's very easy to Monday morning quarterback and say, you should have done A, B, C, D. But that's why we recommend you do those things well in advance of an incident. You get those security assessments conducted. Of course, initially when a school opens, but it should be something that's done on an annual basis.
Newport News Public Schools representatives tell me Rickneck went through a full security assessment. The school now has 2 weapons detection systems that all students and visitors must go through.
You know what? And it's about time, Chad. It's honestly about time. Because don't get me wrong, bro. Like, it's a little weird to walk through metal detectors every morning to go to school. But at the same time, I've never had a mass shooting. I've never been a part of a school shooting. Like that was never a thing. And it's not like guns weren't around. It's like, bro, I grew up in Chicago. I went to CPS. It's like, bro, it was guns all around, but to get them into school and actually use them, that was a little bit more work. And, I don't think it's because we had great security guards. I just think it's because for the simple fact that you had to walk through metal detectors to get into the school. And if anything buzzed, you had to be able to explain it. You feel me? So I don't understand what's the big issue with putting the metal detectors in front of the doors at the school. It's like, do y'all want to? I feel like the counter argument is like this is an elementary school and not a prison, and it's like, well, I hate to say it, but people don't usually get shot in prison. What the hell are we talking about? It's a different story for these middle American elementary schools. So with that being said, gee, let's use a little bit of creativity to like redesign these metal detectors to maybe fit inside the door hinge or look less like obstructive. You feel me? They make them look less, like metal detectors. Paint them fucking purple or something. I don't know what to do, but I think it's a simple answer to like unwanted firearms coming into a school. I just feel like it's such an easy, like, no-brainer. So we understand that this is all based off of a breach of security, and they trying to pin it on the vice principal, the assistant principal. How do I get out of this video? Get into this next video. All right, so this is gonna be the full testimony. The full testimony. Oh my God, let's get it together, chat. Lock in. The full testimony of Abby Zerner, the teacher shot by the 6-year-old at Rickneck Elementary School. Yeah, chat's about to get wicked. I can already tell you that. Oh, come on, already did that.
My name is Abigail Zwerner.
And Abby, how are you feeling right now?
I think nervous is a big one. Nervous, anxious, a lot.
And Abby, the jury's already heard a little bit about yourself from your mother and your sister. So just tell the jury, how long were you a teacher?
About 2.5 years.
God damn!
And where did you teach at during that 2.5 year period?
Rickneck Elementary.
Yo, she been teaching for 2.5 years and wind up getting shot by a 6-year-old? Chad, what is this world, G? For real, what's going on here?
Tell the jury what grades you taught.
I
first grade?
came into
Kindergarten?
4th grade, my first year of teaching. That was when we had the virtual hybrid year. And then the following 2 years, I taught 1st grade, all at Rickneck.
And how did you enjoy teaching?
I liked it. I do remember it was stressful a lot of times. Being a new teacher, a lot of new experiences, a lot of ups and downs, I remember. Yeah.
And now, Abby, I'm just going to ask you a few questions about January 6th,
She seemed like a really nice lady. I ain't gonna hold you.
2023, okay?
Okay.
So tell the jury, when on that day did you first hear about JT might have a gun?
It was before recess.
And do you remember who told you that?
Amy Kovac.
And when Amy Kovac told you that, why did you not go to Dr. Parker?
I knew that she was going to tell Dr. Parker.
Did Amy tell you she was going to tell Dr. Parker?
Yes, she told me that she was going to tell Dr. Parker.
So yeah, that is strange. It's a lot of weird things that line up on January 6th. Between this, the insurrection that they basically stormed the freaking Capitol, and then just finding out that what's her name, Usha Vance's birthday is January 6th as well. So I don't know. This is kind of weird. I don't see a huge significance, but between this last couple, like maybe month and a half, I have seen a lot of like January 6th, like pop up here and there. So, hey, words to the wise, beware of the 6th.
And did Amy tell you that 2 girls had advised her of the fact that JT might have a firearm?
Yes.
But at the same time, bro, no, check me out. How the hell does I'm guessing Amy Kovacs is a student. I'm assuming she's a student. They told you this first thing in the morning is what it sounds like, before recess. What time is recess? Who knows? It's like, I just don't understand you not taking this serious. I'm sorry, child. I gotta go back just a little bit.
I knew that she was going to tell Dr. Parker.
Did Amy tell you she was going to tell Dr. Parker?
Yes, she told me that she was going to tell Dr. Parker.
And did Amy tell you that 2 girls had advised her of the fact that JT might have a firearm?
Yes.
Do you know who the 2 girls were?
I did not.
So she didn't even tell you which kids in the class had told her that?
She did not tell me.
And no other kids told you?
No.
Okay. So you heard it from Amy, and Amy said she was going to tell Dr. Parker at that time?
Yes.
Were you told to keep an eye on JT by Amy?
Yes.
And is that why you were texting and communicating with Amy during recess?
Yes.
So it's a situation where I guess Amy told this teacher here. Wait, is this lady's name Amy as well? What the hell? Abby. Okay, no, this is Abby. My bad. Okay, so Amy told Abby with the notion that she was also going to inform the principal. So Abby didn't inform the principal because I guess she thought that Amy was. I need my Tim Allen. What's the big deal with just doubling down on the communication side? Like I feel like that's a pretty big thing to try to communicate to the higher ups. You feel me? That's not like Jimmy has a nosebleed. You feel me? It's JT got a blicky in his bag, bro. What are we talking about? Gee, I think that's pretty high on the need to know list when it comes to like figuring this out.
And
I honestly think Amy is a student. I think Amy is a student, but I'm not completely sure. She said that they were texting during recess, which is a little strange. It makes me think that this isn't a student, because why the hell is the student and the teacher texting? But then again, if it's about somebody having a gun in their bag, I honestly don't even really know. So I'm really trying to piece this together, chat. Bear with me. We gonna figure this out.
is that why you texted Amy about what you observed JT doing before recess?
Yes, because I knew that once Amy had informed me of the information that the students had told her.
Okay, so I guess Amy is a teacher because she is referring to everybody else as students. So let's keep it going.
I knew that Amy was going to then relay the information to Dr. Parker.
And again, no one else had told you anything about a gun besides Amy?
Correct.
And, Your Honor, I would like to publish and pull back up what's already been submitted as Plaintiff's Exhibit 3, if that's okay with Your Honor.
Which is that?
That is the picture yesterday of Abby, royal shirt. Oh, 9DC. Is it 9DC? I'm being corrected that it's Plaintiff's Exhibit 9DC, Judge.
Okay. Any objection to that?
No objection, Your Honor.
Right, it's already been admitted, correct?
Yes, it's already been
All right,
admitted,
got
Your
it.
Honor.
Yep.
And Abby, do you recognize that photo? It's on the screen in front of you.
Yes.
And what year is that from? Do you know?
I have slightly orange hair. Looks like it's washed out, so it would have been the 2022-2023 school year.
Okay, so you're in your first grade classroom, room 11?
Yes.
And if we can zoom in on the orange sheets that are behind your head, do you see those?
Yes, I do.
Can you tell the jury what is that?
That would be our handbook, our school's handbook. I believe it was titled the Crisis Management Plan.
Okay.
I may be wrong on the title of it, but it was the tier 1, tier 2, tier 3.
So that's the school, that's a handbook that you would reference?
Yes.
And why would you reference that sheet?
For the behaviors, it was like a left and right side.
And why would you look at that, the left and right side?
The like possible displayed behaviors on the left, and then on the right side, actions to take as a teacher.
And Reed, if we can only display to council, please, Exhibit 108, and it would be date stamp 9074 and 9075. Thank you. And Abby, do you see two documents in front of you?
Yes.
Do you recognize those two documents?
Yes.
And what are those two documents in front of you?
The on the left and the right side, it looks like the three. I don't know how to explain it. It's like the combined on the one sheet of paper that I had on the orange sheet of paper, like the level 1 behaviors, and then on the right side of the screen, level 2, and then level 3 behaviors. I had that all on one sheet of paper, the orange paper on the wall.
So the exhibit that we just showed to the jury, the box that you had of the 3 tiers, is from this document?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time, I would move to submit this document as Plaintiff's 108, and we would mark it as 108.
All right, any objection?
Object, Your Honor. This witness can't authenticate. This is a handbook from Rickneck Elementary. She's not an employee. She can't authenticate the document.
Well, she's identified it. That's overruled.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so admitted.
Thank you.
Plaintiff's 108.
May I have permission to publish it to the jury, please?
You may.
Thank you. And Abby, we're now sharing this with the jury, so can you tell them again where this Section 3 came from?
The Rickneck Elementary School handbook.
And the chart that the jury is seeing on those 2 pages, is that what was combined into one chart in the photo that we had just previously showed the jury?
Yes.
And can we publish to the jury Exhibit 90C? Is it 90C? Thank you. And if we can zoom in, that orange piece of paper behind your head is what has the chart on it with the tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 behavior.
Yes.
And then if we can zoom in on the level 3 behaviors on the second part of the screen, please read. And do you see what's on the screen at this time?
Yes. At the top it says level 3 behaviors immediately reported to the school security and or an administrator.
And in the student behaviors, is there a possession of a weapon listed?
Come on now.
Possession of a weapon.
And then next steps, that's for the administrator to do, correct? That was your understanding?
Next steps.
And if we...
Bro, how is she answering these questions, G? I feel like I don't know. I feel like she's answering these questions a little weird. I mean, just like the phrasing alone.
That was your understanding?
Next steps.
And if we, on this date, Amy Kovac went and reported it to Dr. Parker, correct?
Yes.
Thank you. And we can take that down from the screen now. Thank you, Reed. So Abby, now tell the jury, what did you see right before you were shot that day on January 6, 2023?
A 6-year-old with a blicky, bro. What you mean? What was the last thing I seen before I was shot? What are we talking about?
The moment went by very fast. I remember Dr. Watson touched on it briefly earlier. The look on the student's face is a large memory that I have. I do remember it was like a very blank look, but it wasn't a blank look at all on his face.
And is that why you lifted your hand? Did you know what was about to happen?
Yes. Yep.
And what is the last thing you remember that day at the school?
The last thing I remember at the school. Obvious, I thought I was dying. I thought I had died.
God.
I thought I was either on my way to heaven or in heaven, but then it all got black, and so I then thought I wasn't going there.
Whoa, that's terrifying.
And then
Yo, she thought, bro, to believe that you're dying and going to heaven, and then I don't know what happens. I guess like you pass out. I know she was probably going crazy. No, she's probably traumatized from this whole ordeal, and rightfully so. Holy hell.
my next memory is I see two coworkers around me, and I process that I'm hurt, and they're putting pressure on where I'm hurt.
Oh my God, yeah, D. She had nightmares about this deal. Oh my God.
And Abby, can you describe for the jury a little bit about how you're still feeling physically and emotionally? And I know that's a big question.
Bro, that is a super weird question, bro. How was I feeling physically and emotionally while I'm laying on the freaking ground fighting for my life? What do I feel emotionally? I just got shot by a freaking 6-year-old. What do I feel emotionally? The little motherfucker who's in my class every goddamn day. I feel betrayed. I feel pissed off. It's like gee, I'm scared. It's like, bro, physically, you want me to describe a gunshot wound? Bro, painful, hot. I don't know. I mean, I think that's such a strange court. Court is like really. I guess they gotta ask these questions so they can like truly get the jury to understand the like weight of the situation and stuff. But like, holy hell, bro. these questions are a little weird in my opinion. I'm gonna rewind just a little bit, chat.
Physically.
Oh, never mind. Here we go.
Can you describe how it is with your left hand still?
Hey, we twins. We both got left hand traumas.
The things you can and can't do, even to this day? So Abby, can you tell the jury when we have lunch together, are you able to open your potato chips, or do I open your potato chips for you?
I asked you, we had, we catered sandwiches in a box and a small bag of chips and cookies were catered, and I was trying to open the bag of chips on my own multiple times, different ways, trying to hold it different ways, and I eventually asked you to open it.
Yeah, Chad. No, that's actually really. I'm looking for the word. It's disheartening. It's kind of. It's really just messed up, realizing that you can't do what you know you can do, what you was just able to do. It's like your body just won't do it no more, and it's. I mean, I feel it's somewhat most relatable to like the elderly, like as you get old your body just doesn't work the same anymore, but to go through a traumatic event and realizing that your body would never probably be the same again is really really disheartening. It's really just it does make you sad. It makes you feel vulnerable and weak, and it's like something as small as opening up a bag of chips. You can't even do that no more. You got to ask for help. So I can only imagine like reality is truly setting in this young woman's like mind that like her whole life is going to be different now. It's like it's 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 crazy becoming handicapped. It's like it's just a whole like your whole life is just upside down now. Now everything you need assistance. So, oh my God, I feel for you. And yeah, I absolutely think at this point she's like dissociating with the whole situation because it is super traumatic. Like it's not over with for her yet. You know what I mean? And it's moments like trying to open up a chip bag that make her kind of relive this whole trauma, this whole situation. So like yeah, and like I said, man, my heart goes out to her, man. This is really unfortunate. I'm sorry this happened.
It's the same thing with water bottles.
Exactly. This trash, man.
Overall, I would say I do struggle with doing things.
And for example, we heard from your sister yesterday, and she described a change in your relationship with not only her, but friends. Are you able to explain a little bit to the jury about how you feel maybe those relationships have been changed?
The best I can explain it, it's like I still feel connected and close, but it's also that feeling of distance, a little numbness, and it's like I know I trust the person I'm with. You know, I love them, I know them, but there's something that's just different.
Yeah, you scared. You scared of people.
And I can't necessarily put it into words.
I get it.
And what about?
It's like a kid that you saw every single day. It's like you're his teacher. You protect them for the most point. It's like it's so sad because now she has this strange trust issues with the people in her everyday life. Oh my god, this is truly terrifying. Just to think that anybody can just like kind of just do this to you. And I don't think she necessarily deserved it. So at that point, it's like, yeah, if I ain't deserve it the first time, and a random person in my life did it to me like this, it's like, what's to stop it from happening the second time? I get her being uncomfortable with everything and everybody. This is completely it's completely warranted in my opinion.
We heard from your mother about the movie Hamilton. You were planning to go to it that day. What happened that changed your mind?
Bro, she missed Hamilton over this? Nah, bro. Yeah, nah, G. She's sick. Hey, this is a terrible, terrible freeze frame, too. I'm not doing her any justice. Let's keep it rolling, chat.
When you had already purchased the tickets and made those plans?
It was a Saturday. I remember waking up. I woke up and I remembered that there was a scene where two characters had dueled with firearms, and when we had started making the plans to see the movie, when the Saturday was coming up to see the movie, it just never flew through my mind. I had seen Hamilton before, but for some reason when I woke up that day to go see the movie, it just flew right into my head, and just overwhelming sense of, I felt like everything just came over my body. And I remember I called my mom. I don't remember if I was crying on the phone to her. I don't remember if it was afterwards, but I remember crying a lot. And I remember that afterwards they were asking me what else would I want to do instead that day. So, okay, we can't go to the movies. What do you want to do instead? Where else would you want to go instead? And I remember saying or telling them nowhere. Like, I can't go anywhere. I just want to stay home. I'm not going anywhere today. I can't. And I remember that it was my mom and my sister, so it wasn't just my mom and I planning to go. It was my mom, my sister, and I, all three of us planning to go. And then they proposed to come over to my place, and even that still, I didn't want. No, just leave me alone. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to see anyone. I don't want to. No. To my mom and my sister.
Well, Abby, I know this has been difficult for you, so that's all the questions I have. I appreciate it, okay? Thank you. But
Holy
stay
hell,
there.
yeah.
Maybe other questions.
It's getting hard up there, chat. I could tell.
All right, cross-examination.
Bro, not a cross-examination, bro. They're about to literally make this woman relive this whole fucking tragedy, chat. They're about to make her relive this whole experience, bro. Cross-examination is normally where they oh my god, G. They about to literally question her on every detail as if she made this thing up, bro. Oh my god, bro. This is always the difficult part, because no one wants to, as a victim, bro, as a victim telling your story, bro, the last thing you want to do is have to retell that shit again and again and again and again, especially when it puts you in a dark place, especially when the thought of this experience, this traumatic ass experience, is like brought back up, and they almost trying to spin the goddamn story and make it seem like it's your fault for this shit happening, bro. And it never fails. This is why so many things go it goes un, I can't find the word. It doesn't go it doesn't get documented. It doesn't go reported. It goes unreported. That's what I think I'm going with this. Nevertheless, it's so hard to truly get in front of a freaking courtroom and get your whole story scrutinized by somebody that is literally trying to paint you out to be the bad person in a situation where you're truly the victim, bro. It's like, this is why a lot of people don't come forward. So, yeah, the non-chat trigger warning. This is gonna probably get a little heavy. I ain't gonna hold you. This is about to get wicked, chat. Hold on to your seats. Let's get to it.
My cross may take a little bit of time. I don't know if you want to go try to get through before lunch.
I'm sorry?
My cross might take a little bit of time. Let's get it started.
Yep.
Ms. Warner, I have a few questions so that we can make sure the jury understands the whole picture. You've been working as a teacher for a few years at the time of the incident, is that correct?
Yes.
And you had a number of children in your class with some academic issues?
Yes.
You had some children in your class with behavioral issues, is that correct?
I faintly remember.
And when you were dealing with student misbehavior, you would start by talking with the student, is that correct?
Most likely, yes.
And if you needed help, you would ask for guidance or coworkers or administrators to help, is that correct?
Yes.
You would go to Dr. Parker at times, correct?
At times.
You would email her, true?
Yes.
You'd walk in her office.
Yes.
And if necessary, we'd get the guidance counselor to take the student to Dr. Parker's office.
At times.
And Ms. West was another first grade teacher. She was across the hall from you, correct?
Mm-hmm. She was.
Lead first grade teacher. Sometimes go over there if you needed to speak with her.
Mm-hmm.
You had a phone in your room?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And you could call a parent on the phone in your room?
I don't think I've called a parent during the day.
But you could if you needed to?
Yes. Yes, I had a classroom phone.
And you could call the office?
Yes.
Mr. Coleman, can you please show to the witness and counsel Exhibit 90A? Yes, sorry, Defense 90A.
That is plaintiff's 90A, is that correct?
Yes.
All right.
No. She said Defense 98 to me and then plaintiff to you, so I just want the record to be clear.
Oh, Defense 90A.
All right. And is that in evidence?
Not yet.
Okay.
Ms. Warner, I'll give you a minute to look at this document.
Are these from me or someone's messages to me?
Is your phone number 804-424 or 804?
Yes. So they're from me?
That's a text from you.
Okay. Yes.
Have you had a chance to look at the?
Yes, I read them.
Is that a text you sent on October 15, 2021?
If that's what it's dated, yes.
And you sent it to Rosalie List?
Yes.
And Ms. List taught with you at Rickneck, correct?
Yes.
Was she another first grade teacher?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'd move to admit Defense Exhibit 90A and publish to the jury.
Any objection?
Your Honor, I would just object. I don't see how it's relevant. This is from October 2021, and it's not regarding JT or the year that this happened or the date of the offense.
Yeah, how is this relevant?
It's relevant. If the court will let me explore with her, we can sidebar and I can tell you, but I don't want to obviously do that before I question her about it.
I need you to state why you believe it's relevant.
The text is a text about evacuating the classroom when she felt that she was in danger, that she had done that before.
That's quite what it says, but you can read it, Your Honor.
Chet, she trying to make it seem like I really can't even call it yet.
I think the bottom one is relevant to that, but the top one isn't. So, I mean, I'll overrule the objection as to the bottom one if we redact the phone numbers and then redact the top text.
In your Honor, just pending whatever ruling you make, can we ensure that this remains published only to the witness because it does have private phone numbers that I don't think need to be
Correct. So if we could just post that as it's highlighted there, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I was not aware of any pre-court ruling about redacting text messages.
Well, phone numbers.
Or phone numbers.
Yeah, phone numbers from the text need to be, yeah.
We can redact it before it's submitted.
Okay.
Am I allowed to publish it to the jury before?
Yes, if it goes up exactly like that. Okay.
Ms. Werner, do you recall an incident the year prior with a student named Q?
I don't.
Do you recall you had a student in your class named Q who you felt in danger of and you had to evacuate your classroom?
I don't. I remember a student with the name Q, but I don't remember any of this.
Okay. So if you've looked at a text message where you talk about evacuating the classroom because of student Q and feeling in danger the year prior, you would disagree with that?
Yes, but I also know I've never have officially, technically done an evacuation procedure.
Officially, technically, is kind of strange, but let's keep going.
I don't know what that... I've never performed a school classroom evacuation.
So, Ms. Werner, if you see on the text, had to evacuate my room early for lunch.
Yes.
And that was because of Q, wasn't it?
Yes, I read that.
And you recall, does that refresh your recollection?
I don't recall what happened.
So they trying to get her caught up on evacuating the classroom before. So she's saying that she never had to evacuate, yet the prosecutor is showing text messages stating that she told somebody that she had to evacuate before lunch. So they literally just painted her out to be like a liar right now. That's what it seems like.
Mr. Coleman, can you publish to the witness and counsel Defense Exhibit 91D? Have you had a chance to review? Is that also a text message from your phone that you sent?
Yes.
And you sent it on December 15, 2022 at 5:22 p.m.? And that was a few weeks before the events that bring us here today. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you sent it to Jen West, Anissa Miller, and Kristen Ayers, correct?
Yes.
And they were other first grade teachers?
Yes, they were.
And in this text, you told them that you were sorry for crying.
Your Honor, I'm objecting at this point. There was pretrial rulings about prior acts pursuant to Rule 404, Your Honor. This isn't relevant as well. If you can look at the text that's on the screen before Your Honor, we would be objecting.
All right, so there are two separate texts. So let's just start with the top one. All right, how is that relevant?
It's relevant to credibility of the witness in terms of statements about, the jury's heard evidence that Dr. Parker didn't look at her, so this is probative of that evidence that's in court from this plaintiff's own mouth.
From December 15th of 2022?
A couple weeks before the shooting.
No, I'm going to sustain that objection. All right, and then you have a separate argument on the bottom one, or is it? I'm sorry. Let's start with the objection first. Is that to relevance as well, or have you even gotten to that second one?
I had not gotten to the section.
Okay, so on the top one, I'm going to sustain the objection. All right. Are you going to go to the bottom one, or did you just want the top one?
I want the bottom one.
Okay. All right. Let me see that. Same objection.
Yes, Your Honor.
And is it the same date? I couldn't see the date.
It's the same date, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Again, it's about a completely separate incident.
Your Honor, the jury's heard testimony from Ms. Kovac and others about Dr. Parker not looking at her on January 6th, and Ms. Kovac made comments about Dr. Parker not doing certain things. This is a text message from Ms. Werner discussing feedback from Dr. Parker. It's directly relevant.
To what?
Credibility of the witness. It's probative of actions taken on the day of, which they've been able to place in evidence.
No, I'm going to sustain the objection. It's not relevant. It's on December the 15th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Damn, that's crazy, because I actually do think that those text messages are definitely relative. They're super duper relative. The thing is, it might make Amy look a little less credible. Not Amy, Abby. This is Abby here. Yeah, it might make her seem a little less credible because I don't know, man. But for the fact that they won't let her get into these text messages are kind of strange. Let's keep going, chat.
Ms. Werner, there was an incident with your cell phone on January 4, 2023, correct?
Yes.
And it involved the student JT, correct?
Yes.
And he threw your phone in the classroom?
He slammed my phone to the ground.
And it broke the screen protector?
Yes.
When he did that, you took him by the hand, correct?
Yes.
And you removed him from the classroom?
Yes, I brought him to Ms. West's classroom across the hall.
And you asked her to call guidance, correct?
Call for, yes.
And Mr. Rawls came?
I asked her to call for help on her walkie-talkie, and Mr. Rawls and Miss Palladini came.
Okay, so Ms. West could call for help on the walkie-talkie?
Yes, she had a walkie-talkie. I did not.
Okay. And Mr. Rawls came?
Yes.
And he removed JT from the classroom?
Yes.
And he was suspended for 1 day for that, correct?
Yes.
For 1 day,
and he
man.
returned.
Yo, no. I need to talk to your parents, homeboy. Somebody gonna get this screen fixed, G, for real, bro. I don't understand what y'all think is going on. Your kid just gonna come in and break my phone, and he gonna be back in a couple days, bro. No, that's not what's happening, bro. That's not what's happening. Somebody needs to replace what's broken.
To school on January 6th?
Yes.
His mother brought him into class?
Wait.
Yes.
Hold on, Chad. Hold on. I think we just missed something.
And she apologized. And he returned to school on January 6th?
Yes.
His mother brought him into class?
Yes.
And she apologized for what JT did.
Yes, he did as well.
He did.
Yo, this just got super wicked, chat. So wait. So what? January 4th, I guess they get into it. He slam her phone down. She go kick him out the class. Mr. Ross come drag his ass off somewhere. He gets suspended for a day. Come back on the 6th with his mama. They apologize. Bro, G, this is getting heavy, Chad. This is getting wicked, bro. Come on. Let's keep going. We almost here now.
As well?
Yes.
And he offered to pay for the screen protector.
All right, cool.
Yes, casual conversation.
You did not notice anything off about JT when he first arrived at school on January 6th?
I did not.
Now, your class went to lunch around 11:15 to 11:45, is that correct?
Yes.
And we've heard about an incident with JT in the lunchroom, and you personally went to Dr. Parker about this incident, correct?
Yes.
And to be clear, when you went to Dr. Parker about this incident, you did not report to her anything about JT having a weapon?
No.
So you went back to your classroom after you left Dr. Parker's office?
From my memory of that day, yes, but throughout this week I have learned some things.
What do you mean by that? You
sure about that?
What do you mean, G?
You
Recall going back to your classroom at some point before recess?
Yes.
Ms. Kovac was in your classroom?
Yes.
And you learned from Ms. Kovac that 2 of your students said JT had a gun in his backpack?
I don't remember if Ms. Kovac told me who. She did not tell me which students. But yes, Ms. Kovac did tell me that students told her that the student brought a gun with him to school.
Did you ask Ms. Kovac who the 2 students were who had reported this?
I don't remember if I did or not.
Did you take measures to speak with the 2 students who had reported this?
No, I knew that Ms. Kovac spoke to them.
And you did. They were students in your class?
Yes.
And you didn't feel the need to speak to them yourself?
I knew Ms. Kovac had spoken to them, and I trusted Mrs. Kovac.
But you don't.
Bro, but this is your class, bro. This is your class. These are your students. You need to be more in the know. Like, what do you mean, bro? This is a little negligent.
I don't know what Ms. Kovac said to those
Hold on
students.
now. Hold on. All right. Look, I'm already doing it, chat. Look, cross-examination is weird. Look, it already worked on me. I already switched sides that easy. I forgot whose side I was on. God damn. Oh, shit, man. Gee, I'm telling you, bro, these prosecutors will do it to your ass, man. All right, let's keep going, chat. She just caught me up that easy.
If she said anything to the students.
I trusted Ms. Kovac. She has 20, 30 years of teaching experience over my 2.5 years.
So Ms. Kovac stayed in your room for a while, didn't she?
Yes.
About 30 minutes.
Yes.
And she spoke to JT about what the student said, right?
I don't recall specifically.
You were in the classroom when this happened.
I was.
And Ms. Kovac was loudly talking to JT.
I could not hear what she was saying.
Did you, knowing that you'd gotten this information that your student might have a gun, did you go speak with him?
I did not. Ms. Kovac was with him.
Did you, Ms. Kovac was in your classroom? So you had coverage in your classroom? Because Ms. Kovac was in there and she had 20 to 30 years of experience, right?
Was that a question?
It was a question.
Could you repeat that, please?
Ms. Kovac was in your room when you found out that JT might have a weapon. You had coverage in your classroom. Did you go back to Dr. Parker and say, oh, there's been a change. Now there's a report that he might have a weapon?
At that time, no. Ms. Kovac was in my room investigating the situation. She was observing the student, sitting next to the student, And at that time, I'm trusting Ms. Kovac.
Did you remove JT from your classroom as you had done 2 days prior when you took him by the hand and took him out?
No.
Did you remove his backpack from the classroom?
No.
Did you search his backpack?
No.
Yo, I get not going from 0 to 100 on Lil JT when you get this wild claim that he got a blicky in the bag. You can't just like fly off the handle. But yeah, nah. If it's two teachers that know about it, they should definitely coordinate a little operation where one distracts and the other one takes his bag, looks for it, looks through it real quick, and from there you should be able to really handle this situation, man. I do understand why they trying to like flip it over, man. I see the switcheroo happening. Man. This is a dangerous, dangerous cross examiner right here. Holy cow.
Did you go back to the security officer in the lunchroom
No.
who had left a little bit after this time? Is that right, about 12 o'clock?
I don't know.
Instead, you proceeded to teach a lesson before recess. Is that right? And Ms. Kovac team taught that lesson with you.
I don't remember.
So Ms. Kovac has stated.
I think that's probable cause to search, G.
Stated that she taught a lesson on Pocahontas with you. You don't remember that?
No.
And eventually Ms. Kovac left the room, correct?
Yes.
And did you say, don't leave, please stay?
She left to tell Dr. Parker that there was a potential of a gun on the student.
But you don't know what she said to Dr. Parker, do you, Ms. Werner?
I knew that she left to tell Dr. Parker what the students had told her.
But you don't know what Ms. Kovac told Dr. Parker?
Her specific words? No, ma'am, I was not there with her.
You were not party to that conversation?
Correct, I was not.
And when she left, did you ask her to stay or to remove him from the room or to remove his backpack from the room?
No.
Now, we've heard that you saw JT go to his backpack at some time before recess. And did you go personally convey this information to Dr. Parker?
I texted Ms. Kovac.
My question is different. Did you seek measures? Did you yourself convey this information to Dr. Parker?
All right, chat. So check me out. I just ate a Warheads. I know we like right in the middle or something, but I just gotta point this out. I remember growing up, Warheads were like peak sour, G, to the point you almost made the face. G. I don't know if my taste buds are just dying or they changed the recipe, but this is just a annihilator. Not annihilator. This is just a freaking Jolly Rancher with a little bit of sour dust on it at this point. Like, bro, these kids soft as hell. This is they Warheads, bro. I remember eating Warheads and almost biting my freaking tongue off, G, because I just didn't know what to do. Like, I just couldn't. I remember eating Warheads and having to spit them out for a little while. Like, gee, nah, man, this generation is cooked, bro. Everything is soft. Everything is freaking soft. And this is exactly why they the way they is. Oh my God, because you can't get reprimanded without taking this type of like actions against the person that just put you in trouble, bro. This is all why. I blame the Warheads. I blame everything on how everything is becoming so much softer for these new kids. They don't understand how to actually get tough, man. They don't understand it. They don't understand it, chat. Like, I don't even want this thing. This is literally just a piece of hard candy to me. I might as well be eating a freaking peppermint at this point. Like, it's not, no, this ain't no smoke. All right, back to the video.
No.
So you took your class to the playground, correct?
Yes.
And you were out on the playground with 2 other first grade classes and teachers.
Yes.
Jen Weston, Kristen Ayers.
Yes.
Miss West, she's the one with the walkie, right?
Yes.
When you got out there, did you tell Miss West, get on the walkie, we've got a student who might have a weapon?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No, ma'am.
So you shared with Ms. West and Ms. Ayers what you had learned about JT, correct?
Yes.
And you observed him on the playground?
Yes.
And Ms. Kovac came out on the playground at some point, correct?
I don't remember that. I
don't remember? And you had left the playground before while the other teachers were out there. We talked about that in your deposition. So did you leave the playground to go back in the building to personally provide information to Dr. Parker?
No.
Did you question
sure about that?
JT about anything that you had heard?
No.
Nah, she was low-key trying to keep her distance away from that little demon. Oh, my mama, I'm already knowing, G. She was not trying to have another altercation, interaction with this little badass, G. Like, yeah, nah, bro. She probably had it up to here with it. Especially, it's like, yeah, nah. That's her problem now, type shit. Like Miss Kovacs is dealing with him, G. Miss Kovacs got more experience. She already on the case. She got it. She got it. I don't need to talk to him. Even though he in my class, and I literally just got his ass suspended the other day. They talking about he got a gun. I don't completely understand it, Chad. I don't completely understand it, but hey, don't hold me accountable. I'm only an idiot. Come on, we about to figure this out though.
And at some point, Miss West left the playground.
Yes, right before we went inside.
And why did she leave the playground?
I'm sorry, Chad, but don't it look like she got like a little deer antler on her head? Like, I don't know. This is ADHD at its finest.
To my understanding, something with one of her students.
And did she ask you to shepherd her class and your class into the building?
Yes.
And how many students would that be?
Around 40, maybe.
Because Ms. West needed to go deal with another student discipline issue.
Yes.
Did you say to Ms. West, hey, I can't take your class in. I've got my own problems here. I've got an issue with a student who might have a weapon.
No, because at that time I knew that Amy had told administration, Dr. Parker. I honestly didn't think twice. It was my understanding that administration wouldn't think twice as well.
Ms. Warner.
When alerted about a potential gun in school.
But you could have taken measures yourself at that time, correct?
Yes.
And you don't know what Amy Kovac said to Dr. Parker, do you?
Exact words, I don't.
So you shepherded 40-some students in the building?
Yes.
JT was in the midst of those students, correct?
Yes.
You had the children line up on the wall out of your classrooms?
Yes.
And you went into the class?
Yes.
And you did small reading group?
Yes.
You still hadn't removed JT from the classroom?
No.
And you recall that his backpack was next to his chair?
Yes.
Ms. Warner, at some point on January 6th, did a student named R tell you that JT had a gun?
No.
Do you don't recall saying, save it for later, or sit down to that student?
No.
That didn't happen?
No.
And the first time you saw JT with a gun, he was at his desk, is that correct?
Yes.
The first time you saw a gun that day?
Yes.
And when you saw that, you were shocked?
Yes.
Because you didn't expect to see that?
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Yes.
whoa.
The first time you saw a gun that didn't happen?
No.
You that JT had a gun?
No.
Do you don't recall saying, save it for later, or sit down to that student?
No.
That didn't happen?
No.
And the first time you saw JT with a gun, he was at his desk, is that correct? The
Yes.
first time you saw a gun that day?
Yes.
And when you saw that, you were shocked?
Yes.
Because you didn't expect to see that, did you?
It was a real gun. Yes.
Is there a point where you didn't think he might have a real gun?
Well, the whole day I was contemplating it could be real, but it also could not. When you hear the word, he told students he brought a gun with him to school. There is that possibility.
Bro, anytime anybody mentions a gun, always assume that it's real, Chad. Just assume that it's real. Like, that's the easiest way to stay safe.
Ms. Warner, you were asked about the staff handbook. Can you pull up, it's, what exhibit is this? Is it
108.
108? 108? Warner 9074. Mr. Coleman, the top paragraph. Ms. Warner, do you see the third paragraph? Can we publish to the jury? I think it's in evidence.
This is just the cover. That's all we can see.
Yeah, it's 108. Appears to be page 7, I think.
I can see it, yes.
Your Honor, may we publish it to the jury since it's already in evidence?
But this is your version, right? Your copy of it, or
No,
it is the plaintiff's? Okay,
it's the
very
plaintiff's,
well.
Your Honor.
Yes.
Ms. Warner, looking at the third paragraph, it says discipline is the initial responsibility of the teacher. Is that correct?
Yes,
You agree with that?
it says that.
And let's look at the next page. The boxed behaviors. You spoke about that with the jury a while ago. And Ms. Warner, student behaviors on the left is possession of a weapon. Do you see that?
Yes,
And the next steps are secure students and ensure safety. Did you do that when you got a report that JT might have a weapon?
I did not.
And the next step is 2, immediate notice to administrator. Did you yourself notify an administrator?
Amy Kovac did.
I'm asking.
I did not myself.
Did not yourself. Ms. Warner, the jury's heard a fair amount about your physical damages from your treating doctors the last couple of days. You eventually resigned from the Newport News Public Schools, is that correct?
Oh, shit!
And you worked for a few months at a gym, Burn Boot Camp, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And you and your sister Hannah also worked out there pretty frequently, is that right?
Beforehand, yes.
Before? January
6th.
You would disagree you were still working out at Burn Boot Camp after?
Oh, I did go work out afterwards when I had started working there at the front desk in the fall of 2023. My doctor had cleared me to do light work, light exercises. So I tried my best to work out the best that I could with the weights. Best I could.
And the jury has heard testimony about.
Yo, it looks like she's about to break down, Chad. Oh my God. She still got another, how much? Almost 30 minutes to go. Man, Chad, she looked like she is worn out.
Your emotional damages, correct? We heard from Dr. Watson today.
Yes.
You started seeing your therapist at Abundant Life regarding emotional problems back in March 2021. Is that correct?
That sounds right.
That was about a year and a half prior to January 6th.
Yes.
And you've been taking an antidepressant daily since 2021.
God
Yes.
damn, man.
And you told your therapist that you've been diagnosed with depression and anxiety for a number of years. Is that correct?
Yes.
You've been treated for generalized anxiety disorder
Yes.
and a major depressive disorder.
Yes.
And Ms. Warner, you felt a lot of stress and burnout from being a teacher. Is that right?
Yes.
And you had also tragically lost your father in June of 2020?
Yes.
And you had worked with Ms. Gonsalves on recovering from PTSD symptoms related to that event, because that's an event you witnessed. Is that correct?
Yes.
What happened to her dad, Chad? What? How did she witness her pops go out? That's strange. Traumatic nonetheless.
Mr. Coleman, can you show the witness-only defense exhibit 109 at 83?
About this text.
Let me read it. Okay.
Yes.
All right. I know you all have.
She's laughing? She's laughing?
I've read it.
Hold on 1 second. All right. Objection is. State your objection for the record, please.
Your Honor, her introduction of this text message is irrelevant.
Relevance is the objection. Your response?
Clearly it's relevant, Your Honor. She said multiple witnesses parade in here and say that she has social anxiety and cannot even leave her home. This was produced by Ms. Werner. It's actually an Instagram post, and it's directly relevant to her ability to function in the community following this incident, which she's placed at issue here.
All right, I'm going to overrule the objection. We can also issue a limiting instruction if necessary that it only goes towards the testimony to contradict the symptoms.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right.
Ms. Werner, is this an Instagram post you made on September 13, 2023?
It's a private message I sent to Taylor Swift.
Bro, what? Oh my God, okay.
Move to admit it into evidence and publish to the jury.
Over plaintiff's objections noted.
They're not gonna read it? Do I gotta read this shit? What the hell? Please read this. Come on now. I'm not trying to read this.
Would you
bullshit.
like me to read it out loud?
Yes, please.
Is it posted on that? I can't see that.
It's posted.
Oh,
They'll read it.
We'll let the jury. Have you had a chance to read it, Ms. Warner?
Yes.
Bro, come on. They're not gonna read it out loud. All right, here we're gonna sum it up for you guys, chat.
We'll let the.
Bear with me here.
I'm sorry.
Hey Taylor, my name's Abby from Virginia. I'm a teacher who was shot by a 6-year-old student in Newport. In January. I've been off the social media, but I wanted to come here to message you. My sister Hannah surprised me with tickets to your Eras tour in Philly. We've seen your Speak Now tour as well as 1989. We've been listening and raving to you since Tim McGraw. Yeah, in middle school. Wow. So yeah, they're longtime fans. They looked forward to seeing her in concert. All of this is basically just glazing Taylor, though. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm trying to keep the best going in my personal life. The challenges of a long court case. Man, yeah, I don't understand how this has any relevance, though. Yeah, no, this is weird.
Plaintiff's objections noted.
She's just glazing Taylor. She's literally. She got social anxiety. That's okay. That's fine. It's like she took a break off social media because she got freaking shot by a 6-year-old, which is like, okay, understandable. I mean, the first thing she do is hit up Taylor. I mean, you know what? The Swifties got their own thing going on, G. I ain't gonna hold you. They got their own. I can't call it. I can't call it. But for the fact that that's the first thing she get on the internet and do, you know, I guess the way Taylor music make her feel is like comforting and I guess in this time of need, like she reached out to her, you know, hero, for lack of a better term, I guess. I mean, I don't understand how this is relevant in court though at all.
Would you like me to read it out loud?
No. Is it posted on that? I can't see that.
It's posted.
They'll read it.
We'll let the jury. Have you had a chance to read it, Ms. Warner?
Yes.
I'm curious to see how they're going to use this against her, though. I'm really, that's what I'm intrigued about, because I don't see any like true relevance in that little message. It's like, bro, people message Taylor Swift all the time. G, it's like it just seemed like a normal fan that shared a traumatic event. You feel me?
Ms. Warner, you just told the jury this is a Instagram post.
It's a private message to Taylor Swift.
Private message to Taylor Swift. And you gave that message on, or sent that message on September 13, 2023. And you let Ms. Swift know that you were a teacher from the teacher from Rickneck Elementary School who had been shot.
Yes.
And that you had been to the Eras tour in Philadelphia. And that was in May 2023, correct? That you went to the Eras tour concert in Philadelphia?
That seems around that time. Yes.
That was a few months after the tragic shooting, correct?
Around summertime of 2023, I remember. Yes.
It was a few months after you recovered from your physical injuries. Is that correct?
4 months.
Okay. And you told Ms. Swift that you were involved in a long court case from the shooting and asked her not to post the message.
Yes.
And you state that you're trying to keep your personal life out of the media. Is that correct?
Yes.
Mr. Coleman, can you please show the witness only Defense Exhibit 109 at 82?
Or does it have the same number, or?
Yes, it's 109 at 82, and that was 83. So it's a page number. It was produced in discovery by the plaintiff, a series of social media posts and text messages.
Right, so now we're going to label, so I've admitted that, so that's defendants 109-82, and this is going to be 109-83.
109-83 is the Taylor Swift.
At this point.
Yes, and
Okay.
109-82 is a different.
Your Honor, I think the record's a little confused.
Okay. Yeah, let's try
83 was the one that we just looked at.
Okay.
82 is what I believe she's.
That's what I just said.
One of us had it switched. Okay. All right, so this, we're going to defendant 109-82 is
Correct.
what you're showing her now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Ms. Werner, I'll give you a minute to read through this document. Is this a private message you sent to the band Odessa?
Yes.
And you sent this message on September 13, 2023 as well?
Yes.
Move to admit Exhibit 109 at 82 into evidence and publish to the jury.
Right, any objection?
I'm not going to object, Your Honor.
What's that?
I'm not going to object.
No objection. All right.
And Ms. Warren,
Why she keep messaging bands? That's a little strange. That's I can't call it. It's just personally not a thing that I do. I don't message random celebrities. I don't know.
in this message, you let Odessa's a band, correct?
2 producers, yes.
And you let 2 producers. It's a music show. Is that
Yes.
correct? And you let this band or producers know that you were the teacher from Rickneck Elementary School. Is that correct?
Yes.
And that you had been to their show in Bristow, Virginia, the night prior.
Yes.
And they're an EDM band, correct?
Yes.
And EDM is an immersive sensory experience where they use strobe lights and visuals during a concert. Is that correct?
Oh my God, Chad. They finna cook her, Chad. Oh my God. You talking about all this anxiety, all of this depression, yet you at the Eras concert where it's like a grillion people, then you go to a EDM concert where it's just like fucking it's like gee, this is like yeah, no, this does nothing good for your anxiety at all. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's fun as hell, but if you're a person that's like really anxious, being around a whole bunch of like fist bumping, jumping bros, like yeah, nah, bro, this is not for you. So I feel like where they're about to take this as like you really don't have these conditions that you claim to have, because if you did, why are you doing the things that you're doing? And it's like, to be honest, because it's fucking fun. And I'm highly depressed, and I'm going through probably one of the most traumatic experiences through my whole life. And it's like, yeah, no, I'm trying to bring back joy into such a dark moment. So get off my back if I want to have fun. You feel me? It's a fun experience. It is a great experience. Don't get me wrong. The thing is, you still trying to play that card that like you couldn't go to Hamilton and you couldn't do this, that, and the third with your family because you was this in it. You feel me? You was this like you know, you was this in that funk because you just couldn't psych yourself up out of it. And you know, I understand both sides of it, Chad. I truly do understand both sides of it, but they literally, I just knew that the cross-examination was gonna drag her through the mud. They bringing up any and everything they could possibly do to discredit any word that this lady says, and I just find it kind of disgusting because at the end of the day, she got shot. So like. I'm curious to see where this goes, Chad. I'm really curious to see where this goes. Like this is getting heavy. Let's do it.
And you told Odessa that you had had so much fun at their show that you were in awe and hoped to go back again.
Yes.
And then you also told Odessa that you were involved in a long court case from the shooting and asked the band not to repost the message.
Yes.
Because you were trying to keep your personal life out of the media.
Yes.
Ms. Werner, you've given interviews about the events at Rickneck on numerous occasions, correct?
Yes.
You've been on the Today Show.
Yes.
Your sister's also created a GoFundMe page.
Yes.
There are t-shirt sales that benefit you. Now, Ms. Werner, you went to cosmetology school, correct? And that was in January 2024, is that right?
Yes.
And this was something that you had considered for years prior to the events of January 6th, is that correct?
Not realistically.
Mr. Coleman, can you please show the defense exhibit 96B to counsel and to Ms. Werner?
I can't see the date on that. We'll bring that up.
Your Honor, I think the context would be helpful to counsel as well, so that we can understand the larger scope of that.
All right. Are you going to lay some foundation?
Yes. Ms. Werner, is this a text you sent to Rosalie List? And Rosalie List was a fellow teacher with you, correct?
Yes.
Now, that was on September 11, 2021.
Yes.
And in the text you said, ugh, I'm not ready to teach. If I quit, I'd go to cosmetology school. Is that right?
Yes.
That was a couple years before the events that we're here for today.
Yes.
Ms. Werner, Mr. Coleman, can you please pull up Exhibit 96, P1?
96B, Ms. Douglas.
I think it's just 96, Your Honor. Plain 96.
Display 96B. Did you want to display this one? The text message about cosmetology school
Yeah,
has not yet been.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it had been. Yeah, we'll go ahead and pull 96B up. I apologize. I thought it was up. So that was a text that you sent to Miss List a few years before.
Yeah, I think I also joked about stripping as well.
Ms. Werner, I didn't include that text.
Bro, oh my God, Chad. Gee, she was talking about her. Oh my God, Chad, I'm getting stuffy, man. God bless the season. Chad, she was talking about her possible like secondary careers if the whole teaching thing, like if she decides to opt out of that. Gee, why she disclosed some shit that they wasn't even finna bring up in court? She talking about, yeah, I also consider stripping. She's like, yeah, we really wasn't gonna mention that. What? Gee, why she just snitch on herself though, bro? That's low-key hilarious, Chad.
So that was a text that you sent to Miss List a few years before.
Yeah, I think I also joked about stripping as well.
Ms. Werner, I didn't include that text. I didn't include that text.
Oh, come on. Come on, G. Fuck, bro. Get up. G, come on. She didn't even include that text, bro. You just...
We're getting the numbers wrong, but Mr. Coleman, can you please pull up Exhibit 96?
Are we admitting 96B?
Yes, admitting it.
I have no objection, Your Honor.
All right.
Have you had a chance to look at the text?
Yes.
Is this also a text you sent to Miss List on October 17, 2021?
Yes.
May I move to admit Defense Exhibit 96 and publish to the jury?
Let me see what he was able to bring up there. All right, so that's what you're at. I guess you can't see?
I can't see, no.
Okay, why don't you take a look at that and make sure that's what you want to publish? All right, any objection to those 3 parts of that exhibit?
Just want to make sure, Your Honor, when we're getting these snippets up on our screen that are being shown to the jury, that's not the full document that's been disclosed. So as long as whatever Your Honor's ruling on is just what we're seeing on the screen.
Correct.
Okay.
At this time, and then if you need any follow-up or whatever else you want to, I'll let you redirect.
Understood, just wanted to make sure.
Okay, so we can publish this as shown on my screen.
That's fine.
All right.
Have you had a chance to look at it?
Yes.
And did you find an Aveda school for cosmetology and send it to Miss List?
Yes.
You told her that they had a school in Arlington?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Coleman, can you please show the witness Exhibit 96J?
Hey, man. Them eyebrows did not come to play. Gee, them eyebrows did not come to play today, G. Holy cow. Man, she looked like she's staring through somebody's soul, Jack. God damn.
Ms. Warner, is this a text you sent to Miss List on October 18, 2022?
I'm not sure who I sent it to, but yeah, it's a text I sent.
Okay. It says to Rosalie List. Is that correct?
I can't tell from here.
Can you see?
Show her that. You can show her.
Yes, I did.
Okay. All right. So remove
And
that.
that's about a year later, correct? The fall before the events that bring us here today.
Yes.
Any objection?
Move to admit it.
Okay. All right. As shown on my screen.
And Ms. Warner, in the text, you told Ms. List that you didn't even know if you wanted to teach anymore, but you didn't want to waste all the money that you had spent going to school. Is that correct?
Yes, I said that.
And you said that you would love to go to cosmetology school.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting shot by one of your students is definitely enough to make you want to change your whole career field, G. Like, I don't understand why this seems so like I don't get this cross-examination at this point.
You went to cosmetology school, correct? About a year after the events that bring us here today.
Yes.
Mr. Coleman, can you please show the witness only and counsel Defense Exhibit 127? Page 3. Ms. Warner, are these your records from Empire Beauty School?
Yes.
Your Honor, may I move to admit and publish to the jury?
Are you just doing one page or both pages?
I think it's going to be several pages of that document.
Okay, so it's one document.
Yes, sir.
All right. Any objection to the entire document?
Your Honor, it has her address on it.
Okay.
We can redact that before
Yeah,
it's
we can
submitted to the court.
redact the email, address, and phone number, please.
Ms. Warren, I want to focus your attention to page 4. In the personal background section. Can we publish to the jury, Your Honor?
Right, that meet your.
Your Honor, again, I don't understand the relevancy of all of this, but we'll take cursory.
All right, your responses to relevance.
Ms. Warner has told the jury that she can't use her hand, and she's become a cosmetologist. Clearly, this is relevant.
Okay, I'll allow it. Overruled.
Oh, wow.
Ms. Warner, I'm looking at the personal background section. Question 4.
Yeah, Chad, you could tell I would be completely lost, G. I'm over here like, yeah, what does that have to do with anything? She wants to become a cosmetologist. It's like, yeah, no, I would too if I just got shot at school. I wouldn't want to be a teacher no more, I'll tell you that. They talking about, yeah, well, it's relevant because didn't she get shot in the hand? So how's she supposed to do hair? You got me there, Chad. You got me there. I can't read that chicken scratch if I wanted to.
Ms. Warner, in that question you were asked, is there anything that might prevent you from achieving your dream of starting or completing school, meaning cosmetology school, correct?
Yes.
And your response was part-time job at gym.
Yes.
That's the only thing that'll stop you from doing that, Will? I mean, but she still got shot, bro. I still don't understand the relevance, bro. I still don't get it. It's like
Mr. Coleman, can we move to pages 20 to 22 of the same records? Focus on page 21, and that is physical requirements of the industry. May we publish the heading physical requirement of the industry to the jury?
Any specific objection to that besides your continuing to relevance?
Judge, I would object to this based on hearsay in the document.
All right, you have a response to that?
It's not offered for the truth of the matter. She certified that she had no issues with these.
And she's identified the document itself, so I think she's familiar with it. I'm going to overrule the objection.
Ms. Warner,
if she read, I guess you need to, I will say, you need to lay a little bit more foundation as to this page. She wrote the other pages. This is not her writing, so.
we can jump ahead and then come back. Let's go to page 22, and I think that will take care of the issue.
All right.
Mr. Coleman, can you go to page 22? Ms. Warner, do you see page 22 with your signature on it? Is that your signature?
Yes.
Can we publish that to the jury?
All right, I'll overrule it. That is her signature, and she signed that she understood the agreement. All right.
Go ahead and pull up the signature. Okay. Jury's looking at it now. Ms. Warner, that's your signature on this document, correct?
Yes.
And if you go back to the prior page, it discusses the physical requirements of the industry. On page 21, we'll go back to that.
Yes.
When you signed the document, you acknowledged the physical requirements of the industry of cosmetology. Is that correct?
Yes.
And let's go through them. The first one is arm-hand steadiness, the ability to keep your hand and arm steady while moving your arm or while holding your arm and hand in one position. You not acknowledge that you were able to do that, correct?
Yes, I signed the document.
Second one is manual dexterity, the ability to quickly move your hand together with your arm or your hand to grasp, manipulate, or assemble objects. You signed that as well, correct?
Yes.
Finger dexterity, the ability to make precisely coordinated movements of the fingers of one or both hands to grasp, manipulate, or assemble very small objects. You acknowledge that as well?
Yes.
Trunk strength, the ability to use your abdominal and lower back muscles to support part of the body repeatedly or consciously over time without giving out or fatiguing. You acknowledge that requirement, correct?
Yes.
Multi-limb coordination, the ability to coordinate two or more limbs, for example, 2 arms, 2 legs, or 1 leg and 1 arm, while sitting, standing, or lying down. It does not involve performing the activities while the whole body is in motion. You acknowledge that requirement, correct?
Yes.
You completed the Empire School cosmetology program, correct?
Yes.
And to become licensed, you successfully completed the 1,500-hour education requirement.
Yes.
And you passed all practical examinations prior to earning your license in July 2025. Is that right?
Yes.
And to do this, you had to complete subject matter instruction at the school?
Yes.
And you also had to complete practical performance examinations.
Yes.
This involved hairstyling, hair cutting, and hair coloring.
Yes.
And in fact, you were quite good at school, weren't you, Ms. Werner?
Was I good at school?
You had a 97.4 GPA.
On my tests, yes.
And you have provided photographs of your work as a cosmetologist to salons. Is that correct?
Yes.
Mr. Coleman, can you please pull up Defense Exhibit 112, page 6? Do you recognize this document, Ms. Werner?
She like,
Move
yeah,
to
I
admit and
snapped.
publish to
I
the
snapped
jury.
on that shit.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right.
I think there's several pages if you want to take
Yeah,
your
bro,
time.
this is
going through
mid,
them.
D. This is mid. This doesn't. I don't know, bro. This doesn't look like you couldn't do this with her injury. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I was to see some like intricate like braiding styles, I'd be like, yeah, nah, bro. She definitely over here capping. But I think she can do that. I think that's within her realm of mobility, hand mobility. I think that's easy to believe. What are these, before and after pictures? Okay, that makes a little more sense. Okay.
I see these 3.
We can, Mr. Coleman can move to the next pages so that you can look at them all and the jury can see them. It's page 7.
No faces in any of them, correct?
I don't believe
No
so.
faces, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yeah, these look like before and after photos.
Are they, Your Honor, they have different stamps?
I was just going to get to that, yeah. Pages 6, 7, we're now at 8.
Yeah, we
All right.
only,
Oh, he said it.
we don't have an objection to them, but for the record's purpose, we were shown 6, and now we're looking at 7 and 8, and I just
Correct.
want to make sure it's clear.
Yeah.
It's all Exhibit 112, pages 6, 7, and 8.
That's how they'll be referred to. I guess we don't need to black out those faces, right?
Ms. Werner, have you had a chance to review all of these? And is this a composite of your abilities and work as a cosmetologist? Is that right? And no.
I mean, yeah, she did. She did kind of snap on these braids, Chad. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know now.
Ms. Werner, have you had a chance to review all of these? And is this a composite of your abilities and work as a cosmetologist? Is that right? And no doctor's ever told you that you cannot work as a cosmetologist?
Correct. I will say, flipping through the photos, can we go back to the first one, please?
Sure. Page 6.
Yes. All of these three right here, I did have assistance pretty much throughout with an educator or at least one classmate.
Understood. But you've put these photographs out to salons in order to get one
Yes.
salon in order to get a job.
Yes, one job that I applied for.
Ms. Werner, we heard Dr. Watson testify that the use of recreational substances would change his findings. Do you recall that?
Objection, Your Honor. Misstates the testimony.
Can you re-ask ask the question again for me?
Ms. Werner, you heard Dr. Watson discuss whether you had reported a history of using substances. Is that correct?
Objection, that was also not part of the testimony, Your Honor.
Yeah, I don't recall that either, so I'm going to sustain it on misrepresenting the testimony unless you can prove otherwise.
Holy, man, you missed a lot. You missed a lot.
Ms. Werner, you heard Dr. Watson say that part of his evaluation was to determine whether someone had any experience in their life before what we call the incident event. Is that right?
Could you say that one more time?
Do you recall Dr. Watson, you were sitting here for his testimony, say when considering someone's history, part of his evaluation was to try and determine whether somebody has had any experience in their life before what we call the incident event. Do you recall that?
Yes.
And do you recall him saying that whether or not that individual has other factors that may be influencing their behavior and their symptoms, for example, is that person using substances? And you reported to Dr. Watson that...
Your Honor, it's an incomplete statement of the transcript. It talked about addictive use of substances.
What are you reading from?
The transcript of Dr. Watson.
Okay, I just wanted, obviously I can't see what you're looking at. Did you read it exactly as it's
Yes,
stated?
for example, is that person using substances an addiction? Are those addictions actually more likely to be responsible for the symptoms?
Right, so your question is, did you hear him say that? Overruled any of that? Withdraw the objection at that point.
Now that it's been read in full, yes,
All right,
Your
very
Honor.
good.
And Ms. Werner, when you reported to Dr. Watson whether you were using substances prior to the event, you didn't report truthfully to that, did you?
No.
Whoa.
I don't have any further questions, Your Honor.
All right. How long do you plan for redirect?
Short, 10 minutes, Your Honor, 15 minutes. Hopefully that's not more time.
Right.
So Abby, just a couple more questions. I know you've been sitting there for a little bit. First, tell the jurors, are you proud of your work as a cosmetologist thus far, getting that certification?
I am.
How hard was that for you to do?
Really hard. I had a lot of pain. I had a lot of help. But I did it. I did it.
And is that something that's brought you joy in the past, hair and makeup? You've seen your previous text messages. Is that something you enjoyed as a hobby prior to
Yes.
teaching?
Hair, makeup, yes.
Did you ever think you were really going to give up teaching to be a cosmetologist?
No, that's figure of speech. I joked about stripping.
Were you really going to do that?
No.
Bro, why she just won't let this die out, bro? It's like no one like that's not what we're here for. You're promoting the wrong shit, Abby. Let's lock in and get it together. Get it together, bro. We don't want to hear about your stripping dreams, G. Come on. That's not what we're here for.
And tell the jurors you're not able to get a job right now as a cosmetologist.
Or stripper.
Stripping.
Were you really going to do that?
No.
And tell the jurors you're not able to get a job right now as a cosmetologist because of your hand, correct?
Yes, my previous surgery this April, it's still healing. I was wearing a brace until earlier this month and was just recently being able to take it off earlier this month. So it's still a little bit more, I guess, raw, if you will, still getting warmed up to move again.
And when
how you gonna strip though if you can't grab the pole?
You were getting certified, did everything take you much longer than everybody else to do the hair? Without help, if you didn't have the help.
I wasn't fast at hair. I remember that. I felt like I took a very slow time completing tasks, completing people's hair.
And after you've done that, how is your right hand, the hand that was not shot?
The past multiple months, I've noticed pain in this area, overuse, and now my wrist as well.
And is that from overuse of your right hand?
That's what I have been told.
And tell the jury when you got that part-time job at the gym, why did you get that job?
I remember, when I think about that, it just makes me remember I just wanted to feel like a person again. It was a familiar place, the gym my sister and I were a part of. We went to almost every day, not all the time.
Before the shooting?
Yes, before January 6th. So very comfortable with the place, very comfortable with the people there, the workers there. And it came to my attention that they needed an extra person at the front desk just for a little bit of time, early in the mornings.
At that time, were you having a hard time getting out of bed?
Yes, but it was something like I just felt like I needed to be pushed to do that. I had to start feeling like a person again. Try to.
Thank you, Abby. That's all the questions I have.
All right.
Just one follow-up. Ms. Werner, you talked about being able to go to burn boot camp before January 6th, but not after. Mr. Coleman, can you please show...
Your Honor, that wasn't the testimony.
Well,
I'm going to ask you to rephrase that.
Ms. Werner, you were going to burn boot camp 4 times a week in August 2023, is that correct?
to work or to work out?
To work out.
I don't know off the top of my head how often it was.
Mr. Coleman, can you please pull up Exhibit 122?
Ooh, they say if you don't remember, baby, I'll show you. Oh my God, I hate that. It's like, yeah, no. Why y'all even playing with me, man? Y'all just, if y'all got the documents of showing my attendance, just show my attendance. Don't ask me if I remember going. It's like, no, I don't, bro.
P1, so that the witness can familiarize herself with the record. Just publish it to her and counsel.
Which part am I looking at?
Looking at the record to see if you can identify this record.
Yes, it's from my family practitioner.
Okay. And what is the date of the record?
August 2023.
And Mr. Coleman, can you go to page 2 of the record under the heading Depression?
And Your Honor, I am going to object to this document coming in based on hearsay or authentication.
Yeah,
if
she
tries
hasn't
to
moved
do
it
that.
in yet, right?
But certainly
I think she's
refresh
just,
her memory.
at this point, you're just asking her whether or not she did or did not say this, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
I have no intention of moving this into evidence.
Very well.
Just want to ask Ms. Warner about it. Ms. Warner, do you see the heading Depression?
Yes.
And it says 8/5, is that August 5?
Yes.
Went back to gym with sister 4 times a week mostly.
4 times a week, mostly. Yes.
Mostly. By August.
At most 4 times a week.
No further questions?
That's not what mostly means, though. That's not what mostly means. Mostly means like, this is what we did most of the time. Like, no. Abby, whoa there. We gotta slow up. Take a pause now. You say at most, as in no more than 4 times ever. But in my experience, when you say this is what we do mostly, it's like, yeah, no, for the most times we go about 4 times a week. I could be wrong though. I feel like this is a little word weaving going on here.
All right, you can step down and sit back at council table.
Okay, well that wraps up that video, chat. Wait, there's more. So let me see if I can run into this.
We've got the civil case.
So, that video was absolutely gruesome, in my opinion. I think it was good, but they pulled up a lot of things that I don't believe was truly relative to the case. But yeah, there's more, Chad. There's definitely more, and we're gonna find out. This is gonna be a quick one. This is gonna probably be the last video of the day, but I am a little bit more curious about the results of this case. So yeah, this was going to be entitled "First Grader Shoots Teacher, Emotional Staff Recalls Shooting." Yeah, Chad, I could already tell you this is going to be a wicked one, man. Like, from the start, like, I don't understand what has to go through a child's mind to, like, go to the lengths of bringing a whole firearm to school and using it. Like, bro, who's teaching you this behavior, bro? How are you this, like, how's a firearm this easily accessible to a 6-year-old? How did a 6-year-old get to school? Like, you don't know what's in your kid's book bag, bro? For real? Like, I think a lot of people fail this situation. Like, don't get me wrong. It was a perfect storm for a complete chaos, man. And I'm sad somebody got hurt over it, bro. It sucks that this even happened. It could have been avoided on so many different levels, and it's just too lackadaisical with these firearm threats, bro. That's all I really got for it. But all right, without further ado, let's just hop into this video. Like I said, this is gonna be the last one, chat. Let's get it.
For teacher Abby Werner, resuming at 9 a.m. She is suing the vice principal of her school, Ebony Parker, for $40 million after she was shot by a 6-year-old student. That is our top story for you here on Opening Statements. Very emotional testimony to start this trial off. Staff members recalling that horrific day.
What did 40 million? Holy shit, chat. You suing the principal? We gotta figure this out. We really gotta figure this out.
What did you do after you heard the frantic? Rawls. I know Mr. Rawls. It's okay.
He shot her. And I said, he did what? And she said, yeah.
Did you hear the shooting? Okay. Once you heard the shooting, what did you think that was?
I knew it was a gunshot.
And where did you think it had come from?
Abby's room. I see blood on her leg, so I knew she was hit. I wasn't really sure. On this side, I see Jen open the door, the kids screaming and running out. I felt like I had a bubble of God around me, and I walked straight to him. He was standing there with his legs kind of spread open, arms crossed, and cocky.
Bro, he is a straight demon, chat. He talking about he was just cocky about it.
The plaintiff in this case is claiming that the defendant didn't do enough to prevent the shooting, even though she had been warned several times that the student had a gun. So let's talk about what the jury may be thinking so far and the optics going on in that courtroom. Let's bring in our legal eagle, Casey Early. She's
the legal eagle. Welcome to the fungal jungle, my friend.
Criminal defense and civil rights attorney and our law enforcement expert, retired NYPD Sergeant Joe Giacalone. Good morning to you both. All right, so let's start with the safety aspect here going on that day in that school, and then I want to proceed to the legal threshold that has to be met here. So, Sarge,
I'm sorry, Chad. Everybody not meant to be bald. Everybody not to be bald. Everybody not meant for balding, Chad. Skip it up and that up. A bald head is not meant for everybody, Chad. My man's is over here looking like fuck, bro. He look like LL Cool J. My man's look like Donatello, Leonardo, Raphael, and Michelangelo. My man's look like fuck, bro. Skip it up and that up. I don't know if y'all remember T-Bone from The Walking Dead, but goddamn, Chad, I got a lot of them for you, but goddamn, G, everybody not meant for a bald head. Everybody not meant for it.
I want to start with you. Tell us your reaction when you heard what was put into evidence and put forth in the opening statements on opening day here about the alerts regarding this kid and the firearm.
It made me angry. I mean, you think about all the training, because I'm still a teacher now, so we go through all the training, the run, the hide, the fight, tell somebody, all the different aspects of it. And here you have a situation where someone has been told at least 3 times that there's an individual in the classroom with a gun or in the school with a gun, and they do nothing. And this is something where I think that the jury is going to send a message just like they did in the Crumbly case back in Michigan. It is just outrageous that you would have somebody who is a school administrator or assistant principal and not take care of it. And I think even if I recall correctly, that someone had testified that she had said, well, the child's parents come and let them deal with it, so to speak, something like that.
Yo, what? Bro, that can't be true, G. I know you didn't say that. I know you ain't say that, G.
It's just mind-boggling.
It really is. And it is reminiscent of the Crumbly case. I'm so glad you said that, Sarge. Casey, I wondered if you were thinking the same, as we've done a lot of discussions together about that case. Your thoughts first on the safety aspect, and then we'll get to some of the legalities.
Yes, Julie, it doesn't cost anything to err on the side of caution. I always say that in this case, I can't even fathom my 11.
That's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel about the whole situation, D. There's no problem with erring on the side of caution. It's like, I don't care if you believe that one teacher told. It's like, bro, you can tell too. What harm would that do? It's like, gee, anybody that know about the situation, y'all, man, this principal should have been like tired of hearing about it, G. That should have been a talk around the whole staff that day, bro. Like, come on, G. This could have been easily prevented, G.
Year-old bringing a gun. But in this case, he was 6 years old and he had a reputation. So
yeah, he's 6 years old and he known to be a little bad motherfucker, bro. Come on, G. y'all gotta like realize this is not outside the realm of possibility that on his first day back, y'all hear about him having a gun. Y'all don't take this shit serious at all. Man, y'all bogus, man.
They should have erred on the side of caution. And I believe that Ms. Parker's reputation of ignoring teachers' complaints or not doing enough is what is at issue here. And just to see the raw emotions of the teachers, recalling the events, what happened, it's there. I'm here in Parkland, Florida, and we don't forget February 12, 2018. This community is still mourning the loss of the teachers and the staff. And the purpose of the administration is to ensure the safety of both the children and the staff. So the question becomes, what steps were in place or not in this case to ensure their safety? And there was also some allegations that his disciplinary records were allegedly hidden or misplaced. So it just shows that there was some foreseeability and possibly gross negligence in this civil case.
Yes, Casey. And speaking of the gross negligence, so that's what the allegation is. This isn't an easy threshold, is it? To say so, it's easy to throw out the word, oh, someone was negligent, but legally, what does the plaintiff need to put forth in order to win this case and actually prove gross negligence?
It definitely goes back to foreseeability. Was this something that the administration could have expected, or was there a pattern of behavior? And we know that there was. Even with the missing records, we have some of the teachers will testify as to his behavior, but we also have the warnings that came before the actual shooting, that there was a possibility of a gun being in his possession. And then you have the response that his, quote, pockets were not big enough to hold a gun. So it shows that there was some form of warning and it wasn't heeded or it wasn't investigated. So could this have been prevented? And I do believe that the plaintiff has proven or will be able to prove that not only could this have been prevented, there were not enough steps, actions, investigations, inquiries, something just to dispel the myth. He had a reputation of violence. So this should have been of concern for the administration.
Absolutely, Casey. He was just coming off a 2-day suspension for a violent episode. Exactly. His behavior was so out of control that there was a rule put into place that he should have had a parent accompanying him every single day. And on this given day, mom wasn't there. You referenced.
Yo, come on, bro. If yo, nah, G, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, Chad. I gotta get a little bit bigger for this. Not really to zoom in on this lady though. Chad, if under any situation where you're required to go to school with your child every single day, bro, what's going on, bro? That's not normal. That's not normal at all. Like for the fact that even if your teacher is calling you, the parent, every single day to tell you about your child, it's something wrong, G. It's something wrong. It's something wrong either in that household. It's something wrong with this child mentally, G. It's something. It's an issue that we're just skipping over. You feel me? And my thing is, it's like no one is truly taking it serious, bro. My man, what 6-year-old gets suspended for 2 days? What? Bro, for what? Gee, this is crazy, bro. Y'all, man, all of y'all are adults, bro. All of y'all are adults. Y'all all know this kid at this point. It's like I don't understand why y'all not taking this young man's behavior more serious, bro. I'm not saying y'all need to go lock his ass up, but somebody needs to do something before he get his ass locked up. Like, for real, bro. This is exactly how we in this situation now. Because nobody is, it's like, does he not get disciplined? Does he not get the attention that he need? Is he not, is he just too overstimulated, bro? What is the issue, bro? It has to be some type of underlying issue. Because this isn't normal. You know what, Chad? I'm gonna get back into it, G. I got at the crib, man, I got my little brother, he a 4-year-old. I mean, damned if I ever heard about him like doing something like this, G. That's crazy. I got a 4-year-old little brother. I got a 9-year-old daughter. And just to hear about something like that going on in her class, I'll be blown away, bro. I could just imagine how traumatized the other students in the class are. Like, ain't nobody really talking about that. It's like not all of these students need therapy, bro. They just firsthand witnessed a shooting of their teacher, who's never coming back to school anymore, bro. That's it's like, bro, I don't want to go back to that school, G. I wouldn't want my kid going back to that school. It's like, come on, man.
One of the important facts about the pockets, I have that clip here when one.
And then they talking about, yeah, no, I don't believe it because he can't fit that in his pocket. It's like, bro, what are we talking about? Joke's on you, Chad. It was in his book bag.
Of the staff members goes to the assistant principal's office to report this. Let's watch.
What do you tell Dr. Parker at this time?
So again, I tell her that I went and checked the bag. I told her just what I said to you all, what was in the bag. And then I also tell her that Abby texted me that they were out at recess, that he took something from the bag and he put it in his pocket.
Did you tell her you thought it could be a gun?
I mean, I told her that I reported that it was a gun. I mean, the whole time I assumed she thought it was a gun because that's what the girls reported, and I went and reported to her.
And what did she say in response to you when you said he put it in his pocket?
She did say that, you know, well, he has little pockets, and I said he put it in his jacket pocket. And I was kind of mad, you know, and I walked away.
I'd be mad too. Sergeant Joe Jackalone, what's your reaction when you watch that video and you hear the response?
I just find it unfathomable that somebody would act like this. I mean, is there another relationship between this principal and the family, and this is why this would have gone down this way? I mean, with all the school shootings that you've had, all the different security measures that we've put in place, all the different things that we have done to try to keep our kids safe in school, and you find out somebody that works in the school who is in charge is laissez-faire about it.
I mean, I think it's a little far-fetched to think that she would let this happen because she's like cool with the family, bro. I don't think she plotting like that. I think that's a little outlandish, but you know, I'm here for your opinion. Let's keep it going.
I find it appalling, to tell you the truth.
Right. You know, and with your experience with firearms, does it also astound you that a 6-year-old would be so comfortable carrying in a backpack, concealing it in his pocket, and then firing it? I mean, I don't know. I haven't done the work that you have, you know, on the streets arresting people. I'm sure you've seen lots of things that have been astounding, Sarge. But it was 6 years old. Your thoughts on him?
Yes, I've never seen a 6-year-old at this point. I mean, it depends on the type of gun and the amount of pressure it takes to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
But the point that it was in his mother's pocketbook and it was unsecured, and then it will also lead into speculation the fact that, you know, there was gunplay in the house beforehand, that he was even comfortable about how to use it and what it's used for, and that kind of thing. I mean,
yeah, she definitely got to get arrested, Chad. She got to go. She got to get arrested. I don't care. She is a negligent parent and a really, really bad firearm owner. She's really, really freaking unreliable, G. Unresponsible. That's what it is.
I mean, when you get the description that he's standing there with his hands folded across his chest and everything else that goes along with it, you're just kind of saying that there is something definitely wrong in that home.
Right, right. Search him. Search him. I mean, what are we afraid of? You know, Casey, you do civil rights work. Are we afraid of you know, violating this child's rights so much so that we're going to sacrifice the safety of that whole building?
But you're stripped of your Fourth Amendment constitutional right to be free from unreasonable search and seizure when you enter the school grounds. So I'm searching. I mean, like my colleague stated, we're in a different era here. I mean, I remember the first time I touched a gun at a gun range, I was just nervous. So for this 6-year-old child to not only be comfortable holding, carrying, firing this gun, it shows that he had some experience. And if you have experience handling a gun as a 6-year-old, I'm looking at the parents. So we already know that there's some culpability over there. But there is no, the safety of the students, again, and the staff should prevail. And your Fourth Amendment rights, especially when you have warnings, when you make a report, should be investigated. I am completely appalled by this, and this has to change. Because we need to protect our students and the staff.
Right. Oh, I'm with you. My thoughts exactly, Casey. I'm with you with the nervousness every time I handle a fire. I'm incredibly nervous. You know, and the 6-year-old to be so comfortable. Yes, it's crazy to me. And you're right. You know, when you think about, so there was more than probable cause. And there's a question, and you made a great point, Casey. Does he even retain those rights in the school? This is like a con law problem. Yeah, I mean, search him. This is idiotic what happened here.